group is going to present a presentation about Wi-Fi technology, which is light fidelity technology. These are the contents today we are going to discuss. Introduction, history of Wi-Fi technology, how Wi-Fi is going to work, real-time usage of Wi-Fi technology, comparison between various technologies like Wi-Fi, etc. How it is different from other technology, Wi-Fi versus Wi-Fi application, advantages, disadvantages, and last the conclusion. What is Wi-Fi technology? I would like to say that it is an advanced version of Wi-Fi technology that we are familiar with. It is a technology which uses light instead of radio waves to transmit the data. Wi-Fi is a wireless optical networking technology that uses light. It uses LED lights, which is light emitting diodes for transmitting the data. Wi-Fi is designed to use LED light bulbs similar to currently in use in many energy conscious homes and offices. There is no need of using any separate type of bulbs. It is any kind of bulbs.
Microphone. Put the microphone near to you.
Mic on, sir. Fine, touch.
Put the mic. It's not on.
It's on, not on.
Any kind of light bulbs can be used for this Wi-Fi technology. These bulbs are outfitted with a chip that is modulated with light encryptedly optical data transmission. Wi-Fi data is transmitted by using the LED bulbs and received by the receptors. As we know that for the Wi-Fi technology, we use radio waves for transmitting the data and modems for receiving the data. As a similar, we use photoreceptors here. The main advantage of Wi-Fi technology is it is more faster. It is much faster than the Wi-Fi technology. Here is a history of Wi-Fi technology. Professor Harold Haas and his team from the University of Edinburgh in UK has recognized has found this Wi-Fi technology. He has promoted the technology in the TED Global Talk Show, which is known, the full form of TED is Technology, Engineering and Design Talk Show, which helped to start a market in the company. In October 2011, companies and industries group formed a Wi-Fi consortium, which is a group of companies are formed to present this Wi-Fi technology and promote for the high speed of optical wireless systems. The first Wi-Fi smartphone prototype was presented at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas in January 7 to 10 in 2014. The working of Wi-Fi technology will be explained by Saujanya.
Good evening, friends. Here, how Wi-Fi is exactly works, and here the data from the internet and the local area server both get modulated, and the data stream is sent to the LED lamp, and it will be absorbed by photo detector, and the signal again it is processed and converted back to the data stream, which is again used by the user. And this is a real-time usage of Wi-Fi, and with the help of these light source, the data is encoded, and HD video streaming and the internet access will be run through the Wi-Fi, and within the limited source only the Wi-Fi will work. And these are the various technologies comparison. The first is wired, wireless, and advanced wireless. And in wired, the speed is about 800 Mbps, and currently the Wi-Fi will use 150 Mbps. And for the future, we'll use 10 Gbps. And the next was will be explained by Vinod.
I'm going to explain how it is different. Li-Fi is different. Li-Fi technology, to transfer the data, we have to use LEDs. And the transfer of data, we can use any type of light. No matter, we can use any type of light, like it might be invisible or ultraviolet or the visible part of the spectrum. And the next one is Wi-Fi versus Li-Fi. And Li-Fi can be, it is a light-based Wi-Fi, which uses light. In Wi-Fi, use radio waves to transmit the information, but in Li-Fi we use light instead of radio waves. And instead of Wi-Fi modems, in Wi-Fi we use modems to transfer the data, but in Li-Fi use LED lamps that can be light as a room. And Wi-Fi is great for general wireless coverage. It can pass the signal within the building, but in Wi-Fi it is used in particular room only. It can be confined in particular area to transmit or receive the data. And these two technologies are very appreciative. And this is Li-Fi, how it works. And Wi-Fi, it is very slow when compared to Li-Fi. And the applications are, it might increase the lifespan. It is used in airlines, and it can be used in power plants and undersea awesomeness, and it could keep things informed and save lives. Thank you.
Hi. Now advantages of Li-Fi. Li-Fi can solve problems related to insufficiency of radio frequency bandwidth, because the technology uses visible light spectrum that has still not given greatly utilized. High data transmission rates of up to 10 Gbps can be achieved. Light cannot penetrate walls, and then you provide privacy and security that Wi-Fi cannot. Li-Fi can give privacy, but Wi-Fi cannot give privacy and security. And Li-Fi has low implementation cost and maintenance cost. And again, disadvantage is light cannot pass through the objects. We know that a major challenge facing Li-Fi is how the receiving device will transmit back to transmitter, and the VLC system's cost is very high, and interference from external light sources like sun, light, normal bulbs, opaque materials, and the conclusion will be said. Thank you.
Hi friends. Before I need to conclude about Li-Fi, I would like to tell about some facts. I mean, like who's the people currently working under this project, and till how they have been achieved till date. So, Li-Fi is an upcoming technology for using internet access. Till day we were using only Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a wireless fidelity and Li-Fi is a light fidelity. In Wi-Fi, basically we use radio waves for data transmission. We all know this. But in Li-Fi, we use light waves. We all know the speed of light. It's 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. No one can catch the speed of light. So we can imagine the speed of data if we use light rays as a data streams. Yeah. LED based Wi-Fi could reach up to data rate of 10 Gbps. It means like per a fraction of second we can receive the data up to 10 Gbps, just in a fraction of second. See, that much speed it gonna be. Wi-Fi would really be very cheap. Li-Fi. Yeah, it can be used in many applications like restaurants, theaters, even in cars. If we have a small LED bulb, we can access to any devices. And the major advantage of Wi-Fi is, just think this is a bulb. This is an LED bulb. We are thinking about Wi-Fi. Here is the photoreceptors, which here is a photoreceptor which gives the data signal from the bulb. And just imagine this is a area that can light give. Just suppose. So the person who is using here and the person who is here will receive the same speed of light. So we know, like in Wi-Fi we use like technologies like TDM and FDM, type division multiplexing and frequency division multiplexing. This is used, I mean, Wi-Fi has these two techniques to transmit data because radio waves are too much costly, and this is invisible spectrum. Like, what to say, if it is a smaller, if it is a bigger area, we need to invest more of, if we consider this university, we almost have how many routers, we can't even count. So it is very much cost to maintain. But in Wi-Fi, this is a light. I can use internet access here, and there is a light. I can use access it. So the maintenance cost will be less. And there is no TDM and FDM technologies, and there is no data division in this technology. And this is a major advantage of Wi-Fi. Like, okay, we have it, I mean, like, we can get a question like, okay, if the light region is very less, what will be the, I mean, like, okay, here is another bulb, and this is another region. What happened to the person in between this? He can't receive any signal. So that's why the Heraldas is thinking to use laser lights, because it gives a very thin beam and it can travel up to larger distances. So there will be easy of signal hopping between two bulbs. This laser lights already used in BMW's i8 model. Yeah. So it is not possible to on the light for 24 hours if we are using Wi-Fi with light. So we can use solar power instead of actual power because it saves a lot of energy. Yeah, currently the scientists have obtained speed up to 224 GB per second. It means 18 movies of HD 1080p can download in a blink of eye. Yeah. The functioning of Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi is similar. Like it can transmit data, like data signals like video, audio, at a time simultaneously. Even the Wi-Fi can do the same thing, but it is 100 times faster when compared to Wi-Fi. Yeah, VLC system installation is very cost. It's a visible light spectrum. So visible light spectrum means it has very, what to say, in spectrum there is a bandwidth, right? So for visible spectrum is very less, but invisible spectrum is very high. So the maintenance is somewhat, installation is tough, but the maintenance is easy. Yeah, it is very much secure when compared to Wi-Fi because if the router is here, if you are in a bedroom and if you are in a kitchen, both simultaneously can access the Wi-Fi. But I mean, they can hack the systems very easily because it is not secure. But in a Wi-Fi, if something object is if some opaque object is placed to the light, so the signal can't pass. So it's gonna be difficult to hack the other systems. Yeah, every technology has some drawbacks, and this is sun. I mean, it doesn't affect with radio frequency signals, but both the bandwidth is different. There is no interference with the radio signals, but sunlight is the main backdrop to this. Yeah. Here is a comparison between Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi. Here, when compared to speed, Wi-Fi is more high and moderate in Wi-Fi. security is very high in Wi-Fi, moderate in Wi-Fi. Transmission power, reliability, range, device connectivity is very high. For if Wi-Fi, let us consider for a speed of 3 Mbps, all we have. If someone is doing the FaceTime, it will be difficult for others to upload a files or to send files something. It's gonna be difficult because FaceTimes need much of data transmission when compared to other uploading files on all these things. But here the problem will be this won't affect anything because the data receiving is equal for everything. Like data strength will be equal in every device. Obstacle interference is very high in Wi-Fi. As I said, some object is placed in front of light, the signal may not pass. In Wi-Fi, it is low, yeah. Familiarity is low with Wi-Fi because it is not yet implemented and it is very high with Wi-Fi. Here is a small, Heral has, he's a person, yeah, it's done, last thing. Heral has, he's a person working under this project. He's, in Las Vegas, he has given a mobile, in mobile, he showed this application. Someone asked, what influenced you to do this technology? Thought becomes things if you have confidence and belief in what you do. That's it.